Economy. Being the former finance minister of the country, the economic condition of the country is of utmost concern to the president of the country, and he said that even this government will make sure that policy environment that will be created will be completely transparent and fair. He voiced the concerns of his government and said that his government will follow a policy of encouraging investments, including FDI, which could be allowed in sectors that will help create jobs and assets. Not just that, he also ensured that his government will make all efforts to curb inflation. A pro-women government. He said that the government will be a pro-women government with 33% seats being reserved for them in the parliament. He took a moment to congratulate the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, Sumitra Mahajan, as the Lok Sabha has elected a woman Speaker for the second consecutive time.
By successively selecting women speakers, the Lok Sabha has reaffirmed our age-old belief in the importance of women in our society.
And like any other government, he touched upon the sensitive chord of women and said that crimes against women will not be tolerated and the justice system will be revived. However, will they be able to do that is what needs to be seen. Ready to take on challenges. Apart from the talking that the president did, there was a major concern looming large in the country, that of an expected deficiency of monsoon. To that, the president said that the government has sketched a plan to face the challenge way ahead of time. Even Nirmala Sitharaman took a moment to reiterate the same.
The Honorable President has shown the direction in which this government is going to work. And I'm glad many of the out-of-the-box ideas have been elucidated by him. And I'm sure we're going to work to achieve that.
Apart from that, he also touched upon the Ganga Rejuvenation Project and said that all efforts will be made to ensure perennial flow of the river wherein the faith of thousands of Indians dwells. And Uma Bharti seemed delighted about the president addressing the same. He also said that his government was committed towards reversing the farmer suicides and welcome investments in agriculture in both public and private sectors. Education, tourism, sports and even the issue of Kashmir was not left out. However, hardliners didn't leave any stone unturned to take pot shots at the government. Though they reiterated that there was no extremity, they pointed out that NDA's agenda did not elucidate many important aspects that plague the country. They said that the government's aspirations are many, but whether they will be able to fulfill them is what remains to be seen.
There is no such extremity, but the question is, they said, they are going to, within 60 months time, they make this country proud. How they are going to do that? Is there any roadmap prepared? There is no concrete program, there is no focus program. And that is why, we don't know, it is only a question mark. They have just left it. People are perplexed. Then, there is no focused point, particularly on the governance and the creation of jobs. And also to contain inflation. But all these three sectors which people are expecting and looking forward, you don't find any concrete plans. There is no concrete roadmap. How they are going to achieve that? That is very important.
The President's speech is an enunciation of the dreams and hopes which we've seen in the marketplace for the last 3 months. The next couple of months will determine how much on course is the government in making these dreams and hopes into a reality.
So now that the roadmap of the new government has been laid, it only needs to be seen whether India will retain its past glory in just 15 months as claimed by the government, or will it see a recap of what has been happening under the UPA government. A News9 report.
Well, it was a historic day as the newly formed state of Telangana witnessed its first assembly session. Let's take a look as to how it went off.
It was predominantly white attire accessorized with pink scarf that one could see in Telangana Assembly. The 199-member Assembly was eagerly awaiting Speaker's arrival. The session began with Janna Reddy being sworn in as the pro-tem Speaker by Governor ESL Narasimhan at Raj Bhavan. Soon after the new Speaker swearing in, Janna Reddy administered the oath to others in the House. Chandrasekhar Rao, the Chief Minister of the newly formed state, was the first one to take oath. Post the oath, Chandrasekhar Rao extended his good wishes to residuary Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu. He wished his counterpart good luck and hoped that the state would scale greater heights in the days to come. One could also find the two ministers stressing on need to cooperate with each other. The other members of the House took oath in the presence of the new Chief Minister of Telangana, Chandrasekhar Rao. In all, 119 members took oath today, with 63 from TRS, 21 from Congress and 20 from the TDP-BJP alliance. At around 6 in the evening, under the leadership of Chandrasekhar Rao, the opposition leaders went and submitted the nomination paper of Madhusudan Achari to the Assembly Secretary Sadaram. The day ended on a good note and the House was adjourned to tomorrow after the swearing in of the MLAs. Rahmat Kanchgar for News 9, Hyderabad.
And well, Ambarish is known to quote controversies at the drop of a hat, with Mathai filing a 670-page report on the Muda scam. Looks like the housing minister is gearing up for sleepless nights. Here's a report.
The latest allegation against Ambarish is that he submitted false documents to acquire land from Muda. It is further alleged that after acquiring the land, he allotted the same site to someone else from Mysore. 2002 was when Ambarish was a Lok Sabha member. Back then, the minister took possession of a site from Muda. While acquiring the site, he stated that he was not in possession of a house and that his annual income was just 80,000 rupees. Survey number 917, site 50 by 80. After meeting Muda's demands, a plot in survey number 917 was given to Ambarish, which he got registered in the year 2004. Soon after its registration, Ambarish divided the property into two halves. According to the Mandya Urban Development Authority, the land was not to be divided. January 6, 2004. Ambarish registered the first half of his property to a certain Govindaraju from Mysore for 1.75 lakh rupees. August 16, 2011. The second half was given away to his close associate Sachidananda's relative Ajit for 3,87,000 rupees. The Commissioner of Muda, Mathai, filed a 670-page report on the Muda scam. Soon after this, it is alleged that Ambarish wrote a letter to the Urban Development Minister Vinay Kumar urging Mathai's transfer.
ಈ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ವರದಿ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸರ್ಕಾರವು ಇದನ್ನು ಬಹಳ ಗಂಭೀರವಾಗಿ ಪರಿಗಣಿಸಿದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ನಗರಾಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿಯವರು ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋ ಬಗ್ಗೆ.
ಆದರೆ ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ನಂತರ ಬಂದಂಥ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದಂಥ ಮತಾಯ್ ಅವರು ಮಂಡ್ಯ ನಗರಾಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಪ್ರಾಧಿಕಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಅವ್ಯವಹಾರಗಳು ನಡೆದಿರುವ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪಟ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಸುಮಾರು 670 ಪುಟಗಳ ವರದಿಯನ್ನು ತಯಾರಿಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ವರದಿಯನ್ನು ಗಂಭೀರವಾಗಿ ಪರಿಗಣಿಸಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಿರಬಹುದಾದಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಕರಣಗಳನ್ನು CBI ತನಿಖೆಗೆ ಸಮಗ್ರ ತನಿಖೆಗೆ ಒಳಪಡಿಸಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಯೋಜನೆ ಫಲ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ.
This is not the first time that Ambarish has thrown around his weight. A similar case had surfaced in December last year too. It now needs to be seen how the housing minister plans to tackle the entire issue. And if he is found guilty, what punishment will he be given? Ravi Lalipalya for News 9, Mandya.
And well, after 5 long years, the verdict is finally out for the Dehradun fake encounter case, bringing trouble to all the cops involved. Here's a report.
In the biggest ever conviction of police personnel, the special CBI court found the 17 Uttarakhand policemen guilty in the Ranveer fake encounter case. The case goes back to 2009 when 22-year-old MBA graduate was gunned down by the Dehradun police, according to whom he was the prime suspect of an extortion racket in Doon Valley. Ranveer's lawyer was able to prove that the encounter site where he was gunned down was dressed up and the bullets fired were in fact from a police weapon. Along with life imprisonment, the CBI court also imposed 20,000 rupees on all the 17 cops. Both sides were unhappy with the verdict. Ranveer's family sought death penalty for the convicts and will appeal in High Court.
तो यही था कि उसको पहले अरेस्ट कर लिया था तो उसके बाद इनकाउंटर का तो कोई मतलब ही नहीं था, वो मर्डर ही हो सकता। तो हम पहले बता चुके हैं और फिर ऑर्डर आएगा देख लेंगे और बाकी क्या बातें हैं पहले बता ही चुके हैं।
The family of the accused staged protest outside the Tees Hazari court showing unhappiness over the verdict. A News 9 report.